1 Samuel 20 and 42. Then Jonathan said to David, "Go in peace, because we have sworn both of us in the name of the Lord, saying, the Lord shall be between me and you, and between my offspring and your offspring forever." And he rose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city. Say amen if you can. You can have your seat as we go to work. I want to preach about real friendship. Everybody say real friendship. We live, somebody said, what's that? It's Jonathan and David in chapter 20 of 1 Samuel. We live in a culture where we have mistaken followers for friends. We live in a culture where we have mistaken likes for love. As we examine the life of David and Jonathan, it reminds us here in 1 Samuel that real friendship isn't found in your notifications. Real friendship is proven in my storms. Real friendship, somebody say real friendship. It's not about good times and group chats. Real friendship is about who shows up in my storms. Real friendship is about who stands with you when everybody else walks away from you. Real friendship is about who chooses you when everybody else has thrown you away. See, real friends, somebody say real friends. Real friends don't just celebrate you when you're winning. They fight for you when you're losing. Real friends don't just know your name. Real friends know your heart. They know your struggles. They know your dreams. They know everything about you. This is the shouting part, and love you anyway. Y'all missed a great place to shout. I said they know everything about you and love you anyway. Yo, that's why I'm glad I'm saved. Because the only one for real who know everything about us, I mean everything about us, is God. And God, in knowing everything about us, still found us redeemable enough and valuable enough and significant enough to send Jesus to die for me. Don't worry about who won't live for you when you got a God that loves you enough to have died for you. We look at 1 Samuel chapter 20. Let me give you the context. The context is King Saul has been loving on David. Then he gets jealous. We preached about that last Sunday. He gets jealous, and it's funny, y'all. Not funny, ha ha, but funny, peculiar. It is funny how you can be anointed by God, how you can be celebrated by the nation. For David was celebrated by Israel. How you can be loved by people, and now all of a sudden running for your life from the very king who once welcomed you. See, leading up to 1 Samuel chapter 20, we have Saul in an effort in chapter 19 to kill David. He's trying to kill David, and can I park here just real quick, y'all? I won't park long. But before I talk about real friends, I might need to just for a second talk about fake friends. Just for a minute. Because if you were to be honest, you have some friends that's smiling in your face and for real can't stand you. Don't act like you have not lived this same story that David is living. For some of us, it's family. For some of us, it's co-workers. For some of us, it's even people in the church. David didn't do anything wrong for Saul to turn on him. All he did was start walking in his calling. You ever wonder why people can turn on you so fast? They can turn on you so fast because your anointing exposes their insecurity. They can turn on you fast because your elevation reveals their stagnation. They can turn on you quick because your peace disturbs their chaos. See, folk can be loyal as long as you stay low. Preach, Pastor Gailliard. The minute you rise, they rewrite the relationship. And I'm here to encourage the room and tell folk that when Saul shows his face on who he really is against you, you don't have to be fearful or worried, because if the Lord is for you, it is worth more than every Saul that is against you. And so in the midst of this, we find some things of what we learned from Jonathan and David about real friendship. Let me give you the Cliff Notes version real quick of 1 Samuel chapter 20. 1 Samuel chapter 20 opens up at verse number 1, and it opens up at verse number 1. I love this, and just pay attention to the summary version real quick. David has escaped the attempts of Saul to kill him. And Saul attempting to kill David, he escapes, and now he's baffled. He's baffled because he's wondering, what did I do? You read chapter 1. He said, what did I do to deserve your dad coming for me? I just said something powerful, because the guy he goes to for advice is the son of the king that's trying to kill him. Jonathan reminds him and says, look, man, I got you. I'm saved enough to know how to call somebody out for being wrong, even if we share a bloodline. Put a pin in that, I'm coming for it. Because, no, I'm not gonna come for it right now. Because isn't it funny how we get stuck in our ways until it's our daughter? Isn't it funny how we quit to call people out over their issues and all of their sin until it hits my household? And all I'm trying to get you to see is if it's wrong for the family down the street, when it hits your house, it's still wrong. And it doesn't matter if we share a bloodline or right or not. Wrong is wrong if don't nobody want to say it, and right is right regardless of who. Jonathan reminds David, like, look, I know I'm Saul's son, but I got you. They have a covenant. Put a pin in it, I'm coming for covenant. And this is what happens. He says, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Think my dad, you know my dad is trying to kill you. Now, you know you are invited, I'm just gonna JDGB this. You know you are invited to dinner every night. But if he's trying to kill you, when you get to dinner, he probably gonna kill you at dinner. Let's figure out where he really is in this thing. So this is what we're gonna do, David. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to dinner without you. Now, David, I want you to know that you're gonna be missed because your seat is gonna be empty. He said, but I'm gonna go to dinner without you, and going to dinner without you, I'm gonna feel my daddy out. I'm gonna feel him out. Now this is what we're gonna do. David said, well, how I'm gonna know? How I'm gonna know? Because if you at home with the king, how are you gonna let me know if he's good with me or trying to kill me? Jonathan said, I got a plan. This is what we're gonna do. He said, this is what we're gonna do. He says, after I leave dinner, I'm gonna go out to the shooting range. Y'all missed that. That's 2025. I'm gonna go out to shoot arrows. I'm gonna go out in the wilderness to shoot arrows, and I'm gonna take somebody with me to collect the arrows. And you're gonna be, he's not gonna know you around, but I'm gonna know where you are. And this is what I'm gonna say. Just listen to what I say, David. If I say when I shoot the arrow, when the guy goes to get the arrow, if I say the arrow is beside you, you safe. But if I say the arrow is behind you, then know that my daddy's trying to kill you. Sure enough, he goes to dinner. When he goes to dinner, David is like, Saul is like, this is when you know folk really getting funny acting. he doesn't say, where's David? Where's Jesse's son? Jonathan, his son, says, well, David had a family affair, and his family wanted him to attend, so he couldn't be at dinner with us tonight. Saul doesn't say anything, waits for the second night of dinner. Where is he? And then suddenly, truth rises up, and he looks at his son and says, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see what's going on. You've chosen him over me. Watch this. He takes an arrow out and tries to kill his own son. Text says, at that moment, he decides, I'm getting up from this table. Goes out into the wilderness, shoots his arrows and says to the collector of the arrows are beyond you. When he says the arrows are beyond you, he says to him, look, take all my stuff, go back, I'll be back soon. David comes out, and they are reminded and share all over again how they have this covenant that regardless of who stands against him, I'm gonna stand with you. Y'all, this text teaches us, this story reminds us of three things. I'm gonna say these quick and we're gonna be done. Here's the first thing that I want us to glean from this about real friendships. The first thing I want us to glean is that real friendships are willing to pay a price. See, this all starts at verse number 17, because in verse number 17, we are told that Jonathan made a covenant with David because he loved him as himself. Y'all, let me park here. Everybody say a covenant. Verse 17, we are told they have a covenant. The reason this matters, y'all, is because a covenant is not a contract. A covenant is a commitment that is sealed by character and is sustained by sacrifice. That's why a marriage vow is a covenant, not an amen in the room. It's not a contract. Everybody say it's not a contract. Because contracts are based on mutual benefit. Boy, if you worshiping with your spouse right now, you should be elbowing them or something. It's not based on mutual benefit. Covenants are based, I need you to get this, on mutual responsibility. See, a contract says, as long as you do your part, I'll do my part. But a covenant says, even if you fail, I'm still committed. Can I park here just a hot minute, y'all? I don't know about you. I'm so grateful that the Lord, when he sent Jesus to die for us, made a covenant with us. Because if it was a contract and it was up to me always doing the right thing, it was up to me always saying the right thing, am I the only one that since I've been saved have done something dumb? Am I the only one that since I've been saved, I disappointed God? That since I've been saved, I didn't do what I was supposed to do? But thanks be to God, God didn't throw me away. Because even when I didn't keep up my part, he still kept up his part. Now watch what happened. The covenant between them, and this is when you really know, this is not a casual friendship that's based on what David could do for him. This was a blood covenant that bound their lives together through thick and thin, through blessing and betrayal, through celebration and crisis. Family, hear me. Real friends don't love us because of our performance. Real friends, somebody shout real friends. Real friends are with us despite our performance. See, we live in a culture, I knew this was gonna be hard preaching, because we live in a culture of disposable relationships. We've lost the art of covenant friendship. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you got a real friend, when your reputation gets damaged, they still stick with you. A real friend, when my financial situation changes, they preach, pastor, they still stick with you. Real friends, even when they find out about past mistakes, when they come back to haunt me. See, real friends, y'all, don't care about your performance. May the Holy Ghost and the Spirit of the living God deliver us from the treadmill of relationships that make me always have to be at my best in order for people to want to be around me. May the Lord deliver us from people that make me always need to perform. I need to be around people that can handle me being in a bad mood. Can I be honest, y'all? It's exhausting having to change how you feel just to appease the people that are around you, because they can't handle who you really are and how you're really feeling. God, put some people in my life that can handle it when I feel like cussing, that can handle it when I feel like fighting, that can handle it when I'm ready to give up. May the Lord deliver us from the people that wear us out. Tell somebody it's not performance. God, I need people that are going to stick with me on a bad Sunday. It's going to get tight, though. It's going to get tight. Now grab this, y'all. Don't forget how chapter 20 opens. Chapter 20 opens really interesting. Chapter 20 opens with David going to Jonathan. Look at verse 1. Look at what he says. What have I done? What is my guilt? And what is my sin before your father that he seeks my life? Y'all, real friends know how to help us process our pain. See, you know when a person is a real friend to you, where they don't just try to get you to be their ally, but they want you to legitimately give them real answers. Boy, I'm preaching better than y'all saying amen in here. Y'all, a real friend is somebody that I can bring my pain to without apology and without pretense, and I am willing to receive their honest feedback. I'm preaching better than y'all realize, because real friendship demands transparency. It demands vulnerability. It demands honesty. It demands acceptance. I don't go to my friends and start talking bad about Saul. I go to my friends and say to them, you know him and you know me. I'm in the text. You know Saul because that's your daddy. And you know me because we are covenant brothers. So tell me, what did I do? What am I guilty of? See, real friends start from a place, you need to get this. He is not trying to leave the man he knows is killing him, trying to kill him. He's trying to find a way to reconcile so he can be back in his presence. Can I kill a demon? One of the biggest mistakes we have are surrounding us with a bunch of people that are yes man and yes sir. We need to be around some folk that can call us out and call it like it is, and see a whole bunch of us make up in our mind. God has given us a Jonathan, but we are so busy on detaching ourselves from Saul that we never go to our Jonathan and say, help me see me. Preach James David Gailliard. And if all I'm going to do is put in front of me people that are going to agree with everything I say and everything I do, then I'm here to tell you, you don't have no real friends. You need some friends that when you jacked up, they're going to tell you. When you off base, they're going to tell you. And I got to trust their friendship enough that I'm willing to heed what they tell me. What did I do? How am I all messed up? Y'all, let me tell you what I've learned. I've been around a long time doing this. The relationships that cost us the most are often worth the most. Here, I got to pay the price, and the price is there's a cost. The cost I'm paying is these relationships. I'm going to get all the way there today. But I've also got to pay the price of helping you process your pain. Y'all, we all need people in our lives. Can I just say this to us in love? I know sometimes we bust up in here, we look so put together, and it looks like we have everything worked out. Hear your pastor. It's easy to go through issues in life and not know how to process the pain. And it is all right to be saved and have your heart broken. It is all right to be saved and not understand what Saul is doing. What is not all right is for me not to have the people closest to me check me. The first part of this is I gotta pay the price. That's what real friends do. Let me say second thing. The second thing real friends do is that real friends, oh God, it's gonna be so tight. Real friends pursue righteousness. Boy, I mean, it's gonna be so quiet in here when I get done this sermon, but it's gonna be a deliverance. Can I make it live real quick? You get married, and your mama willing to call you out over him. Y'all missed it. See, can I go ahead and discipline parents? Once they become one, you can't have a preference of your child over who they marry. Because that little baby girl, baby boy can be wrong sometime. And when they are wrong, you've got to pursue righteousness over relationship. Oh boy. I am going to work on it. Watch what happens. Jonathan is faced with having to now choose between his dad and David. Y'all didn't hear me. And the reason he has to choose David over his dad is because his dad is wrong. It's gonna get tight. We live in a culture, I have to go here, y'all. I want you to get it, get the picture. Where's Jesse's son? Well, Dad, he had a family affair, couldn't make it. Oh, you've chosen him over me. Dad, what did he ever do to you? You read chapter 20. He says, you bring shame to your mama. This is Dad talking to him. He never answers the question. I'm about to say something that can set us free. We live in a culture where we can show people in black and white that they're wrong. Let me try this side of the room. And it does not matter because they have made an idol out of their position. So if I admit that you are wrong, I know admitting the truth, my idol can't live in that reality. So I now have to choose between my idol and truth. Okay, I'm just in here all by myself. I look at a post the other day, had a picture of Barack Obama, and it said, we're going to remind you that Barack Obama shut the government down in 2013 over the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act was 2010. You can verify the data, show them the data, but because I've made an idol out of power and an idol out of race, I refuse to dethrone my idol and my race, and so I've got to throw away the truth. I ain't scared of one of y'all. I'm gonna preach it whether y'all let me or not. And that's the culture we live in. We can't make an idol out of any man, out of any woman, out of anything in our life. It always has to be. He says to his dad, what did he do? Never answers the question. Instead, he tries to kill him, calls out his mama. Hear my heart, y'all, and hear me well. We have to be willing to stand up for people who cannot stand up for themselves. This is a whole grown-up word right now. We have to have a willingness and an ability, family, to choose righteousness over people's approval. Y'all hear my heart? Are y'all ready for this? Jonathan could have stayed silent and preserved his relationship with Saul. But real friendship doesn't let you talk about my friend in my face and then me not say anything back to you just because I'm afraid that you might leave me. See, I know it's quiet in here now. See, real friendship, y'all, real friendship is like, I'm sorry, I got to correct you. Let me give you this last thing. I got so much I'm gonna say. I'm a blog about it today, this week. Because I love David's approach here. David does not begin with confronting Saul's character. He begins with questioning his behavior. He says, this is what David says to Jonathan, before I do anything, help me understand what's going on. When Saul then hurls his spear at Jonathan, we see the reality of real friendship. Jonathan's father tries to kill him because he chose righteousness over family loyalty. Can I give you this word from the Lord? I'm gonna give you this last point, we're going home. When you and I are stuck between choosing between what's right and choosing a relationship, if we should choose what's right and trust God with the relationship. Number one, he teaches us to pay the price. He teaches us to pursue righteousness. And here's the last thing. He teaches us that real friends provide protection. Family, pay attention to something powerful here. As his father tries to kill him, Jonathan doesn't keep trying to fix the relationship with Saul. Y'all missed it. He does not try to talk Saul into a better place. He does something that is hard for us to do. And if we get this, it's worth the price of coming to church today. Y'all ready for this? Y'all read chapter 20 if you don't believe me. This is what Jonathan does. When he sees his father for what he really is, even though it's his daddy, I'm gonna give you something to shout about if you get it, he stops eating at his table. Y'all missed it. Can I encourage us to stop breaking bread with people who keep breaking you up and keep breaking those up that you love, that you can't feast with Saul and fellowship with David? So it's tight in here now, y'all. Can I tell you what it looks like in 2025? We need to refuse to participate in toxic systems. We need to set boundaries with people who drain us. We need to turn down the invitation that compromises my calling. Every invitation is not a divine assignment. Some stuff I need to get up from. Some tables I don't need to eat at anymore. Oh boy. You missed it. By removing himself, he removes David from ever having to be at the table again. See, real friends, God, I feel this thing. Can I say that, but I need to say it with understanding. What table are you gonna get up from? Am I so desperate to fill my stomach that I'm willing to lose my soul? Am I so desperate to be around people because I think they may like me that I'm willing to sell my whole consciousness out because I won't be honest about what I really feel? How do I eat with Saul and still fellowship with David? How do I enjoy a meal who's trying to kill my best friend? Shoo. Real friends have a spiritual discernment to recognize a toxic relationship. And that's not a toxic relationship just in their own lives, but in the lives of people they care about. Real friends can spot manipulation that's disguised as love or concern. Well, if you love me, you would do this. That's manipulation. Real friends can spot guilt trips when healthy boundaries are being set. After all I've done for you, you mean to tell me that's what you gonna be like with me? Real friends understand gaslighting that makes you question your own reality and act like some things never even happened. Real friendship can spot financial exploitation that's using resources while contributing nothing. Real friendships can spot isolation tactics trying to separate you from healthy relationships. I want you to hear this. Jonathan's decision to leave Saul's table was not rebellion, it was protection. Ooh. There's been a lot of bad talk about the black church lately. Lots of white conservative evangelical pastors feel they have the right to come for black culture. I don't think they're the ones we need to be fighting with so much. We need to be fighting with folk that look like us sitting at those tables. I ain't scared of y'all. I'm gonna preach it whether y'all want. How in the world can I worship Jesus with you, and then when we leave on Sunday, you are operating in systems against me to damage me? You mean I hate my blackness so much that I got to hang around a bunch of white folk to be accepted by them? I know how to be around my people. I ain't scared of one of y'all. I know how to be around people that look like me, that I can celebrate, because I don't need to be so liked by people that hate me. Y'all act like I'm not preaching right. We just scared to say it. Can I remind you, there's pastors talking about black culture. Let me go on record. This is a black church. Pastor, what do you mean by that? You're making your blackness above your Christianity? No. I'm telling you, I'm going to worship him in our culture. That's why we have a Hammond organ. That's why we shout. Y'all not talking to me. That's why we sweat when we worship, because I believe in my culture. That's why I remind us of our history. Boy, it's quiet in this room. Because I did not die. I was not resurrected at the hands of a white man with blue eyes, with straight hair hanging down his back. I was resurrected and given life by a brown man with nappy head, who was raised by an adopted family, who was convicted of a crime he never did, who was not given opportunity for a fair trial, who was killed by the government. But he was so bad that on the third day he got up with all power in his hand, all power over every dominion and over every principality. I'm sorry, y'all, I hadn't planned on going there. I love everybody. My mama was a white woman. But I'm tired of people coming for black culture. It wasn't black people that enslaved people for 400 years. White folk did that. It was not black people who did not give sharecroppers the right opportunity to get their fair wages. White folk did that. And it doesn't make all white folk bad, but I'm here to tell you, you darn sure not gonna make us the villain and the victim in this. We didn't do that. We only have a black church because you wouldn't let us preach in your white churches. You wouldn't let us lead in your white churches. You wouldn't let us worship in your white churches. And now that we got churches bigger than yours, you want to act like something wrong with us. The devil is a liar. I said the devil is a liar. I said the devil is a liar. It is not black people that have made an idol out of our skin color. Because I know bunches of black folk who challenge Obama about what he did for the black community. It is not us who have made an idol out of our skin color. It is white folk who have equated Christianity to nationalism. Can I go on the record? When Jesus comes back, he's not coming to America. He's coming to the whole earth. He's coming to Peru. He's coming to Afghanistan. He's coming to China. He's coming to Beijing. He's coming to South Africa. He's coming to the Sudan. And when Jesus comes back, if your cross is wrapped in an American flag, you are probably going to hell. Because Jesus didn't die for America. Whosoever will. For God so loved the world that whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.